Hello and welcome to episode 136 of the Daily Sales Message, where each day in around 3 to 5 minutes or so, sometimes more, sometimes less, I share an actionable piece of sales advice or insight with you that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell and I teach people how to sell for a living, and I've broken it down into a paint by numbers, play by play methodology. There are 500 different components in my methodology, all split up into the individual sections depending on what you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to differentiate in the marketplace, for example, there's over 50 different strategies I've got that could help you do that. My approach to selling is to give people the ideas, the structure, the inspiration, and just remove the red herrings and the guesswork and the mystery around it, make it a simple play-by-play thing. And that's kind of the purpose of this podcast, is to shine a light each and every single day, rain or shine, on one of those things. And today we're talking about communication preference. Are you an email person? Are you a phone call person? Are you a text message person? When you're communicating with your buyers, they will have a certain proclivity, a certain preference to how they communicate. Some people must talk to a human being on the phone or must go into your premises and talk to a human being. Other people, couldn't care less about it. I prefer an automated environment personally, that kind of thing. But when was the last time you asked your buyer? Because if you ask your buyer, are you an email person? Are you a phone person? Are you a text message or a WhatsApp kind of person? Nobody asks that. It's on those forms sometimes, on websites, what's your communication preference? But I don't think too much is done with that necessarily. That's just for how they're going to spam you with their email newsletter. If you actually ask your buyer, what kind of a person are you? But in the context of, are you a phone person? Are you an email person, etc.? And they tell you, stick to that communication style with them. They'll thank you for it because you're showing that you care, showing you pay attention, and you're doing what you're doing. The prime example here is if you've ever had or been having a text conversation with somebody on your phone and then they jump to phoning you. So you're looking at your screen, you're about to type out a response and they phone you. And you think, whoa. This was a text conversation. What are you doing? You're trying to escalate this to a phone call and make it more real and important. What are you doing? So you wait for them to stop calling you. It's very rare somebody actually picked that up. And then you text them a little bit later, say, oh, sorry, I missed you, everything okay, kind of thing. We just moved past that. But there is a noticeable difference when you change the medium within which you communicate with somebody. If you jump from text to phone call or email to phone call or whatever, it's noticed and it's not comfortable for most people. They like to stick in the communication lane, the medium that they prefer. And if you understand what that is by simply asking them and obviously remembering to do it, they'll appreciate you for it because it shows you care, paying attention, and you're making them feel important. I talk a lot about the fact that we have a sign on our head that says make me feel important. It's never truer than in this episode. If you ask somebody how they like to communicate and then actually pay attention to that and communicate in that way, that speaks volumes. That's it for this episode of the Daily Sales Message. Tomorrow in episode, I have to check my notes now, 137. 137. We will be talking about a safety net check. A safety net check is something that I do on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, and definitely on an annual basis. I'll explain all tomorrow, but I'll tell you this, it makes me money on a regular basis, opens up opportunities, and serves me very well. So of all the 137 episodes of the Daily Sales Message, it's one of the top ones you definitely need to check into, because off the back of tomorrow's episode, you can quickly complete an exercise. And I can't guarantee, of course, but I can almost guarantee that you'll find opportunities and you'll find money and deals and things just simply by following my instruction. So tune in for that. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, or comment in some way wherever you're listening or watching the podcast, because it helps us to reach more people and share more of our free, actionable tips with those who need it. Thanks for listening or watching all the way to the end. I appreciate your time and attention. I'll see you tomorrow.